This weird and somehow boring YouTube channel made a video that got 92 million views and made $463,000. And this video was called "What's Inside a Rattlesnake's Rattle?" And they literally just cut open the rattle and saw what was inside of a rattlesnake's rattle. We're gonna be going over this channel idea and a bunch of other weird but boring channel ideas that are working incredibly well. So if you appreciate this type of content, let me know by gently tapping that like button. And as always, we do these videos to inspire, to motivate, and to educate you. But with that being said, I always like to include the disclaimer that YouTube, just like any other business out there, has a very high failure rate. And that's why I make these videos, to educate you, to give you the best chance of success and show you the channels that are doing really well. With that being said, if you want to have a much higher chance of success, I highly recommend that you attend my free live training, my free live workshop that I'm doing this week. And you can find that by clicking the link in the description and the pinned comment below. In this workshop, I will tell you everything that you should do, everything that you shouldn't do, which is probably even more important. I'll help you get views, pick your niche, pick video ideas, and most importantly, monetize your channel correctly from the beginning. And I'll give you a step-by-step process to actually get started. And then at the very end, I'm going to answer any questions that you have for as long as you have them. Additionally, I'm giving away an AI that makes this entire process significantly easier. So do not miss out on this. Click that link in the description in the pinned comment below, and I look forward to seeing you there. It's completely free, so there's no reason that you shouldn't attend. And with that being said, let's check out this channel, What's Inside. Now, in this channel, the biggest thing they do is they literally just cut things open and see what is inside of them. Now, the most viewed video, like I said before, is What's Inside a Rattlesnake's Rattle?
Look at that, it just has this little shell.
And that video made $463,000. Now, that might seem like a lot, but the truth is this channel has gotten 1.2, almost 1.3 billion views. And so there's a good chance they probably made $10 million just from the views alone on this channel. And that doesn't count other methods of monetization, because we're just talking about the ads that pop up on their channel when we're talking about this money. And they made it all by doing videos just opening things up. Now, this one especially I like because it has a RuneScape rune pickaxe, which I think is pretty epic. And it's what's inside diamond ore. And what do? They open up diamond ore and see what's inside.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Now, on top of that channel, they have a second channel called What's Inside Family. Now, according to View Stats, this first channel is making about $3,000 to $9,500 a month. And they've got a second channel called What's Inside Family that's making about $23,000 to $69,000 a month. So they're still crushing it all these years later. Oh, and that second channel's gotten 1.2 billion views. So almost as much as the first channel. So they've likely made $10 million from two different channels. Now, the second channel is a little bit different. You know, they do different stuff other than just opening things up. It's more about technology and other just random interesting things that they want to make content on. But yeah, really cool that this family has been able to basically make a ton of money making really interesting, educational, and entertaining videos.
All right, quick break right now. Sitting here with my brother Zach. He had never made a single YouTube video before in his life, and he made $214 in a single day on YouTube. And I just wanted to let you know that this week on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, we are hosting a free one-time live workshop. So one thing that people struggle with the most is finding their niche. And that is why we actually created an AI called the Niche Validator that's going to help you find your niche or help you dial in your niche if you already have one. And we're going to be giving away this Niche Validator this week at a live workshop. And it's called the YouTube Content Advantage for Making Money in 2026. And it's happening on April 12th, 2026. So make sure you mark that down. If you're struggling to find your niche, or you don't want to commit months or even years to a niche that ends up not being profitable, then this is for you. So click the link in the description and the pinned comment below. And once you register, hit add to calendar so it shows up on your Google, Apple, or Outlook calendar. And if for whatever reason you're watching this in the future, still check the link in the description and the pinned comment below, because we may be doing another live workshop in the future, and it'll tell you when. Now, you'll also be able to ask me questions live, so I look forward to meeting you. And you'll also get an update on how this guy is doing on YouTube as well. So see you this week, and back to your regularly scheduled programming.
All right, second channel is called City Prepping. And this is not just a channel, it's not just a YouTube channel idea, it's really an entire niche, and there's a lot of sub niches within this niche. So this is in the prepping niche, which is kind of a community of people that want want to get prepared for apocalyptic situations, basically. So they want to feel like they're always super prepared in case something happens. And this particular part of the niche is all about being prepared inside of a city. So this is city prepping. A lot of normal prepping involves kind of going out into the country. And this channel makes about $3,000 to $9,000 a month. And by the way, there's a lot of different prepping and survival type channels out there, and many of them are making way more than this. But one of the points that I want to make is the last channel that we looked at, What's Inside, mostly makes their money from AdSense alone. They probably have some sponsorships and some affiliate marketing here and there, maybe some merch, but for the most part, they're making their money from AdSense. This channel is likely making the majority of their money by far from actually selling stuff on their channel. And there's really a lot of different types of channels out there. Some of them, usually the ones that are more entertainment based, have to make their money from AdSense. But the ones that are a bit more educational oftentimes will make far more money actually selling stuff. So just as an example, this channel that you're watching right now, Shane Hummus, I make about $20 per 1,000 views from AdSense, and I make over $400 per 1,000 views from all other methods of monetization. Now that is pretty exceptional, and that is because I know how to monetize really well on this channel. And I've learned it over years of doing it. That's something that we'll be teaching in the workshop that we're doing. So click that link in the description in the pinned comment below. It also comes down to kind of choosing your niche in the beginning. So it's like setting the right foundation from the very beginning, and choosing the right niche and monetization method is incredibly important, which again is something we'll talk about. Click the link to attend the workshop. But if you check out City Prepping and you go to their website, you will see that they are selling a ton of different stuff. And that is, of course, on top of the AdSense money that they're making. I would be willing to bet they're probably making like 10 times more than just AdSense alone selling stuff on their website. But the AdSense is pretty good. For instance, in their most viewed video,
could you be invisible? Could you be the gray man?
they got 5 million views and made $26,000. So that's really good money. And the way I like to think about it is YouTube is essentially paying you to market your products and services. Pretty much any other platform out there, you have to pay them to market your products or services, but YouTube's different. They pay you, which is awesome. All right, next one is Max the Meat Guy. And he is basically a channel that talks all about meat and obviously cooking meat and making meals from it. And one thing I really love about his channel is he always rates the different things that he cooks. So a lot of these cooking channels will, they'll make a dish and a lot of the time you'll get the feeling that they're kind of overhyping it and it's not actually as good as they think it is or as good as they're saying that it is. But what I love about Max's channel is he actually rates these different things that he cooks, which is epic. Now he's making about $130,000 to $391,000 a month from this channel. Now his most popular video came from 7 months ago and it's I rated every outdoor boys meal. And this is actually when I discovered the channel myself because I'm a big fan of outdoor boys. And this video got 18 million views and made over $90,000. And that is just from views alone. And since this channel is educational, he can definitely make money beyond just the views. For instance, he's got this product, Max Jerky, that he sells on his website, maxjerky.com. And I'm sure he's making a ton of money selling it. And I'm sure he does sponsorships and affiliate marketing and maybe he does merch and other stuff like that where he can make more money from the channel. So yeah, kind of a weird channel. I'm sure he gets tired of cooking stuff all the time, but I bet it tastes good. And he's definitely making a lot of money doing it. Now in a niche like cooking that is extremely saturated, there's like so many cooking channels out there, you really have to figure out how to differentiate yourself. And there's a few really smart ways that Max does this. One of them is the rating of the dishes. That is actually a huge thing that differentiates him. Another one is of course the fact that he focuses on meat only, and it's literally even in his name, and also just his content style in general and his sort of dry, sarcastic, suave personality. And if you want to learn how to differentiate yourself on YouTube as well, again, attend the live training this week. Click that link in the description in the pinned comment below. Do not miss out on it because it's a one-time live training. All right, next channel and really channel type I'm going to go over is Josh Saunders, and specifically I'm going to be talking about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Jiu-Jitsu channels. Now, this is a category that has gotten extremely popular recently. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Jiu-Jitsu in general has gotten extremely popular in the last 5 years or so. It's really exploded. I even tried Jiu-Jitsu for the first time myself, which I thought was really fun. And I picked Josh Saunders specifically because he's got a relatively small channel and he started it relatively recently. So basically, if you look at vidIQ, it'll say that he's only making about $600 to $2,000 a month. So you might be thinking, Shane, why in the world did you pick this channel? He's clearly not making a full-time income. Well, first of all, this is an educational channel, and so the money he's making from AdSense is probably a tiny fraction of the actual money he's making from the channel. And if you look, just as an example, he does have a school group where he's charging about $50 a month and he has about 500 members, which means he's making about $25,000 a month from this school group. Additionally, he likely does one-on-one coaching. He probably has some sort of high-ticket coaching product that costs thousands of dollars. And I'm sure he could get sponsorships, affiliate marketing. He could probably even sell physical products. One of the most common ways of monetizing this niche is to sell instructionals. And instructionals are kind of like courses that teach you how to do jujitsu better. And there are people like Craig Jones, for instance, that are making millions and millions of dollars a year from instructionals. So yeah, a very interesting niche. You know, the reason that I say that this might be boring is because Josh Saunders is a world level competitor, and I'm sure most of the people who join his program are probably kind of beginner or intermediate. But at the same time, I guess it doesn't really matter if you really love it, but it could get a bit boring to him explaining the same things to people.
Wrestling for jiu-jitsu often sucks, and the reason.
But yeah, really good niche, a lot of money in the niche as well. All right, next one is the Japanese calligrapher Takumi. And he basically does Japanese and English calligraphy. And according to vidIQ, he's making $53,000 to $158,000 a month. And he's doing it with some of the simplest videos ever. For instance, this one right here, print in cursive handwriting with pencil, neat and clean calligraphy, got 56 million views. And it made at least $42,000. And he's gotten over 3 billion views overall. And he's not the only calligraphy channel. There's a lot of other ones out there. And many of these channels are doing videos where they get millions of views as well. And they're making a ton of money doing it too. And the last one is my student who just started with us, which is Second Act Recovery, which is all about recovering from alcoholism. He started very recently. He posted a video after having no luck on his channel, and it blew up and got over 60,000 views.
Every single person who stops drinking wonders the...
Now, I happen to know that there's somebody in this exact niche helping with alcohol recovery that makes millions of dollars a month. So you might not think that that's a lot of views, but it can be if you're monetizing in the correct way. And the other great thing is you're helping other people overcome a serious addiction. Now, we are super picky about who we accept into our coaching program. We only accept about 18% of the people who apply. And the types of people we work with are people who really want to take YouTube seriously and they have something valuable to share with the world and they want to start right now. Business owners who want to use YouTube as a way to get more leads and grow their brand. YouTubers who are getting views, but they're having trouble monetizing and they need our help with that. Or YouTubers who are already crushing it and they want to crush it a lot more. Those are the types of people that we like to work with. So if that sounds like you, go ahead and apply by clicking the link in the description or the About section on our channel. If you get accepted for a strategy call, we'll figure out where you are right now, where you want to be. We'll make a plan to get there and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together or not. Only book the call if you are very serious about growing and making money on YouTube. And if you want to check out a student who just joined the program and already is getting crazy good results, check out this video right here where I interview Isaiah.